Hi everyone, Sandy here. Welcome to my channel and to the fourth and final tutorial video in this series of calendar pages using Authentique's calendar collection and their blank 12 by 12 calendar pages for country craft creations. I've done a tutorial for all the months of the year, starting with the first quarter and all the way through to this final one, which is for October, November, and December. So the tutorial will follow. Okay, so here we are with the last quarter of 2020. These are the calendar pages for October, November, and December. This is just pretty much a repeat of what I've already shared on how to do throughout the year. So with this video, I'm going to just briefly give you what the measurements you need to cut for yours, and then I will do everything in a fast forward version. Just so that you can see what I've done, and then I will show the finished calendar pages at the end. That way we don't have a long drawn out video of showing again what I've done in the prior videos. So there's 4 videos for this project. This was the calendar collection project for Country Craft Creations using Authentique's calendar. The blank 13-month blank calendars here. So this is what they look like when you come in your package. They do have this branding strip. So to make this the 12 by 12, you want to make sure that you always cut that off at the bottom, which I've already done on my 3. I've also pre-cut out my papers I want to use and the cut aparts, laid them out for each month. Pre-cut the numbers here so that I could just glue them down where I want them to have them penciled in. I'm going to briefly go over the measurements here. So your top piece here, I cut mine to 12 inches wide by 2 inches tall for the border on the top. And then if you want a mat, this one does not have a mat, then you would cut another one 11 7/8 wide by 1 3/4 tall. But this one I'm just going to use, leave the bats showing, and I cut a mat for this October. So I just made this one a little bit different. For your bottom piece, you want it 12 inches wide by 3/4 tall to just kind of add a decorative bottom section here. For your squares, if you want it 1 block wide and 1 block tall, that would be 1.5 inches wide by 1 3/4 tall. If you want 2 blocks wide and 2 blocks tall, that would be 3 inches wide by 3.5 tall. That would cover these 4 blocks here. Then if you want 3 blocks wide, which I don't have one here, but if you did want 3 blocks wide, 1 2 3, and 3 blocks tall, that would be 4.5 wide by 5.5 tall. So that would cover that right here. I don't ever do the 3 blocks tall. That just takes up too much of the real estate of the calendar. But you can combine these any way you want. Like this one is a 1 block, so this is 1.5 wide by 1 3/4 tall. This is 2 blocks top and bottom, so it's 1 1/2 wide by 3.5 tall. So you get the idea where you just, the blocks that you want to cover, then you cut it out that side. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this, speed it up, and then we'll slow it down and show you finished pages at the end. months of the last quarter finished, October, November, December. So here's October. I glued down all these squares from the calendar collection by Authentique. And then in my stash I found some little epoxy looking stickers that I added. I have the ghost and the spider web and just different little buttons like the bat and the cats. I have different cats. I love cats. Down here I really decorated up the Halloween the 31st. A little bat here, jack-o'-lantern. So I love how that turned out. So I'm really happy with my October. And then November I kept it pretty flat and simple. I didn't have any extra embellishments, so it still looks fine even if you don't have that. So I have everything glued down. And I forgot to say that again, like my previous months, I did cut out my numbers with my scan and cut. You can do that. You could use stickers. You could handwrite, whatever you have. If you want to draw lines in your images to do the squares, you can. I didn't on the December. December again, I've in my stash found some older stickers. So I added a few up here at the top, the teddy bear, the Christmas tree, to just kind of add some more decorations to that. So there's the last 3 months for this project. There's 12 months in the 13 calendar year. If you have an extra month, if you want to do another January, you can, or maybe you need it if you messed up one. So you get 13 in these blanks, these 12 by 12 blanks. You can also get this in an 8 by 8 size by Authentique at countrycraftcreations.com, the calendar blank pages, and then the monthly collection kits. It's called Calendar by Authentique. So I want to thank you so much for following along with me throughout the year for 2020 for this calendar. It ended up being quite a different year than what I think we normally expected. But anyway, we got this done. And if you left yours blank, you can use it again, or if you put your numbers down and you didn't add any details to it, to the dates, you can wait, what is it, 4 or 5 years? It'll roll around again. So anyway, thank you so much for following along. Be sure to check out countrycraftcreations.com for your crafting supplies. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell so that you'll be notified of my next video that I upload. Thanks. Bye-bye.